Hey guys, Lizardly here for Pins Day 2. This one is going to be Pirates of the Caribbean themed because I had a coworker say she wanted three, so I'm doing three. What? Yes! At the end of the day, I will consider this a success because I've already made Michael Scarce some money. So, the three she requested were Jack Sparrow, and she pointed out that her favorite Jack quote was, "Why is the rum always gone?" So I got that, and I think that's gonna be super cute. Like he looks like one of those toys, like Weebles wobble but they don't fall down. I love it. I love it. I hope she does too. I think it's adorable. She also wanted the Pirates of the Caribbean name, so like the logo. Hopefully this one will work. I don't know. I did pull out my 28 count, so I will definitely be able to make it fit. It's just a matter of whether she likes it or not. I don't know. It's not going to look exactly like their logo because I don't have enough space for that. And then the other one was, she actually came up to me before she filled it out and was like, "Would you be able to do Pirates of the Caribbean?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me Google it and see." And this guy popped up. And she was like, "Oh, I want that. I want that." And I was just like, "I can stitch that." And my only concern was I was like, oh, am I going to be able to get the right colors? Because, like, even the program that I have, sometimes you click it and it, if you get within, like, this little pixel space of, like, 4 pixels, you get 4 different colors. And it's like, which one do I choose? Well, I checked around Google and, bam! I have the colors. I have the pattern. Yeah. I printed it out bigger as well, just in case. But as you can see, it's a little jacked up. But you know what? I can do it. That's what counts. So I think the only one that she may not love would be this one. But she even because I'm selling a single one for $5. And on my example, I used all 3 of the ones. So I had Deadpool, Charizard, and Gur. I keep trying to say Zim. Although right then I was going to try and say Zer, well, whatever. Then I wrote in the comments, or, the additional information I supplied. I was like, if you can give me all 3 for 13, I totally want 3. Otherwise, just give me 1. And hers was, I want all 3 for 13. Otherwise, just give me 2. So, at the very least, she's only paying $3 for this one. So, yeah. Yeah. Or you could do 5 and 4 and 4. Whatever. Whatever. I am really tired. I woke up this morning. Tessa wanted out of the room. Did it just freeze? Oh my god, it keeps doing that. I don't know why. This is killing me, you guys. I woke up, I let her out, and then I turned around and I just fell over. I landed against my door, which really hurt, but it would have been worse if I'd fallen on the floor. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go back to bed. And oh my gosh, I keep getting woken up at horrible times, and it takes me forever to fall back to sleep. I haven't been getting enough sleep. So, I'm starting easy. I'm gonna do this guy first. I actually haven't decided what font I'm going to use yet, so I'm just going to stitch him up, see how much space I have left, and if it's only a little bit, I'm going to do, very generic, Times New Roman or whatever. But if there's a lot of space, I'm going to use, a stylized one, because, pirates, they had, parchment and beautiful handwriting, or terrible handwriting, whatever. Pirates were, kind of around during the time of calligraphy, right? I mean, technically, pirates are still around now, and calligraphy is still around, so technically I'm not lying. Okay. I'm gonna go stitch it, and, yeah, wish me luck! Alrighty, so I believe we left off on number 51, or after number 51, excuse me, with the naming myself after a city, state, country, and Virginia was yeah, it's still kind of the only one that I'm maybe, but it's still, no, I like Elizabeth. I really like Elizabeth. 52, who is your hero? Man, pretty much, teachers, doctors, firemen, policemen, veterans, freaking everybody that does so much that Sometimes, you know, they're thanked, but usually they're not. Usually they're not. Look at Stitch. He's so cute. So just like, man, you're the kind of people that more likely than not would not consider themselves heroes. And they'd say, you know, like, I'm just doing my job, ma'am. You know, stuff like that. 53. Which do you use more often, the dictionary or the thesaurus? So am I looking up the meanings of words more, or am I looking for synonyms? Um, you know, whenever I was writing papers, I used the thesaurus more because I was like, I need another word. So, yeah, because like right now I'm not using either. I'm not writing papers, so I don't need to come up with, what's a word that means the same as this, but is longer, or, you know, what does this word mean? So, right now it's neither. Sounded like Stitch was at the door. I don't know. 54. Have you ever been stung by a bee? No, I have not, and honestly, I'd like to keep it that way. Like, I'm allergic to so many things. Mosquitoes, cats and dogs. I haven't had it confirmed, but I'm most likely allergic to grass. Like, no. I'd rather not. 55. Have you ever tipped a cow? No, I have not, and I never have any intention to do so. 56. What's the sickest you have ever been? That would be when I was in first grade and my asthma was so bad I had to be hospitalized for a few days. That was very bad. Like I've been really sick, but it wasn't so bad that I couldn't stay at home. But for those 3 days and nights, yeah, it was so bad. 57. Are you still learning who you are? Well, I mean, everybody changes. Or, well, hopefully everybody changes. Obviously, there is no guarantee. Some people are very stubborn and refuse to change, but I learn new information and I'll change my beliefs. It's happened before. I'm cool with it. I love learning. And yeah, you gotta change with the times. So I am always learning who I am. 58. Are you afraid of heights? Or what are you afraid of? I'm not afraid of heights. I we just talked about how I'm like a big no-no with haunted houses. Um, I wouldn't go so far as to say I'm afraid of like spiders and cockroaches because I will totally kill those mother truckers. I won't run away and scream and cry and like sleep in another room if I didn't catch it. And stuff like that. Like my sister has arachnophobia. I know how some people are with bugs. Like no. But when I'm just standing there, getting ready to squish it and it skitters away, that always makes me jump and makes my heart pound. But I still go after them. I don't like run away and cry because they did that. It just, I'm never prepared for it, so it always makes me jump. 59. Have you ever taken dance lessons? Who would you want to dance with? I took a Zumba class my last year of college, and I absolutely loved it. I don't know if it's technically considered a dance class because it was like exercise dancing, but it was awesome. And I mean, I'd love to take like tango dancing lessons with like whoever. I don't care. It doesn't have to be a hot guy that I'm attracted to. It can be like I don't care. Learning to do it would be awesome. 60. What is the most memorable class you have ever taken? Ooh, most memorable. You know what? The very first class that popped into my head and gave me multiple memories was sophomore English with Miss Jones. It was honors English, actually. That was when we had to pick a historical figure, and we had to do a year-long project on them. At the end of the year, we had to become them. I chose Patton. I've talked about this before, but we also, it was like the first or second week, we did that game or whatever it's called, where you have like 3 or 4 pieces of paper or any kind of flat object basically. They're laid on the floor. and you're at one side of the classroom, and you have to get to the other side of the classroom, and you can only step on these pieces of paper. If you step somewhere else, you've fallen off the boat and you have to go back to the beginning. And you're supposed to get everybody from point A, the first side of the classroom, to point B, the other side of the classroom. And the guys were the first ones to start getting up and moving, and they were, putting it down, stepping on it, picking up the first one, moving it over, and they kept messing around to the point that there was a paper no one was standing on. Miss Jones came over, whipped it right up, and she's like, there you go, you only have 3 now. And, they were still trying. And again, they left one unattended. She whipped it up. Oh, you only have 2 now. And I was getting so frustrated by the time, we got like one person to the other side of the room and everybody came back. I was like, all right, you know what? And I was so pissed, and I was yelling, and I was trying to get everybody to pay attention. Like, we can get 3 people to go to get from point A to point B, have 2 people get off, and have 1 person come back. And you just keep doing that until everybody gets over. And I went with the next group, and she never took any more papers from us. And when I was there, they were listening to me, but they decided it was going to be a guy to go back. And I kept shouting at them, like, you got to do this, you guys, you got to do this, you got to pay attention, don't lose another paper. And we weren't able to get everybody over within, the time limit. And that's when Miss Jones told us that we were like lobsters. And we're all just like, huh? And if you put lobsters in a fish tank, if one of them tries to, swim up to escape, the other lobsters will grab it and pull it down. And she was like, Elizabeth here was trying to tell you guys what to do to get this done, and you were ignoring her. And I don't know if I said it, before everybody had left or just privately, but I was like, Miss Jones, I escaped. I was on the correct side of the classroom, so technically I would have survived. But, oh, that's what it was. She was saying that we were in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and we were trying to get away with as much chocolate as possible. And, the only people who were able to get away without him catching them were the ones that got to point B. And there were only like 4 of us, I think. But I was just like, hey, I'm one of them, so whatever. I don't know you people, I don't care. But yeah, that class was it was so much fun. I was part of the super pod, which was throughout the year, and it actually started very early on. We were in groups of 4. So there were 3 tables with groups of 4. And whenever she caught somebody talking, she would put them at another table. So I think Derek was moved first because he was talking. Janelle was moved second because she was talking. And I was moved third because Miss Jones thought I was talking. I was at a desk or a table, whatever, with her daughter and one of our friends. And they were talking to each other. And I was just, oh, well, yeah, I think all 4 of us at that table were friends, actually. But one of them was Miss Jones's daughter. But I was trying to tell them, like, shut up. I'm trying to hear what Miss Jones is saying. And she thought I was the one who was talking. And I was just like, what? No. So, originally we were like the bad table. Like, these kids that were talking in class and got caught. Oh, no. As time went on, we were the best table because we were the ones that were willing to talk. We're willing to discuss things. And, if there was a discussion, we would usually be the first ones to talk. So, eventually it was, a good thing that I was part of Superpod because we did very well, all 3 of us. But, yeah, in all honesty, I should not have been the one at that table. This one gave me so much trouble with all these letters. But I got it to fit. Hopefully she likes it. If not, so be it. 61. Why? I literally just said why. Sorry. It was on their Question 60 was on the previous page, so I didn't notice that there was another part to that question, but whatever. 62, what's your favorite knock-knock joke? Oh, wow. Oh, my nose. I mean, I've always liked, knock, knock, who's there? Banana. Knock, knock, who's there? Banana. Knock, and then, knock, knock, who's there? Orange. Orange who? Orange, you glad I didn't say banana? Like, that one always gives, it always gives me a giggle. I can't think of any other knock, knock jokes. While I talk in the video, I'm gonna go look up knock, knock jokes. Okay, so if you guys were paying attention, obviously the word gone gave me a lot of trouble, because I did it on 14 count, and he ended up being way bigger than I thought. Yeah. So, if she likes it, that's awesome. If she wants me to redo it, I'll redo it. And I'll do it on a higher count, because there will be more space. But, why is the rum always gone? I did actually want to do gone in caps, because I wanted to, bring attention to the fact that it's gone, and, but why is the rum always gone? I love the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I have it on DVD. I wasn't really as impressed with the sequels. Like, they weren't horrible, but they were not my favorite. That will always be the first one. Okay, so there was a punny one that I really enjoyed, and it was knock knock, who's there? Broken pencil who? Never mind, it's pointless. Because it's broken, so no longer has a point. I love puns. But so far, I think my favorite one is actually, who's there? Cows go. Cows go who? No, silly, cows go moo. Like, oh, you made the person look like a dum-dum. Ooh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Knock, knock, who's there? Little old lady who? I didn't know you could yodel. Little old lady, woo. Okay, that's cute. Who's there? Nana, Nana who? Nana, your business. Okay. Knock, knock. Who's there? Etch, etch who? Bless you. Oh my gosh. No. Who's there? Police. Police who? Police, hurry up. It's chilly out here. No. See, sometimes I like the ones where, you just have to say it a certain way and then it sounds correct. And other times I'm like, no, I'm good. Who's there? Euripides. Euripides who? Euripides jeans, you pay for them. Okay, see, that one I liked. Who's there? Mikey. Mikey who? Mikey doesn't fit in the keyhole. Oh, my key doesn't fit in the keyhole. I liked that one. I fit them. Okay, two more. Knock, knock. Who's there? Hannah. Hannah who? Hannah Partridge in a Pear Tree. Huh? And a partridge in a pear tree? Hannah Partridge in? No. Nope, that one didn't work for me. Wait, what? Will you remember me in a year? Yes. Will you remember me in a month? Yes. Will you remember me in a week? Yes. Knock, knock. Who's there? See, you forgot me already. Okay, that was cute. Sorry, I don't understand why BuzzFeed set it up this way. They have, the number for the knock knock joke that they're on, and then the beginning of the knock knock joke, and then a blurred out image that you have to click to reveal it. But that quote in that picture goes at the end of the joke. But the knock knock, all that information is below the image. So you have to read it the very, very top, the very bottom, and then the middle. And that's incredibly stupid. I don't know why they thought that would be a good idea, but then again, it's BuzzFeed, so, like, whatever. If you work at BuzzFeed, like, seriously? Fix that shit. Okay, 63. What is your favorite commercial? I kind of have two. Like the one I always go to, or no, I'm lying to you. Yeah, two. I have two. The one I always go to first is Mr. Owl. How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. I love that one. I have a t-shirt for that one. I love it so much. And then the other one I really like is Jello. It's alive. Like, I love Jello, but I loved that commercial. It was, I always remember just, I can close my eyes and see it. There's a bunch of kids in a cafeteria, and these Jello pieces, cubes, are just bouncing around everywhere, all over the tables, and it's awesome. And then, that theme is just really fun. My mom's favorite, which I also really like, was, you see this T-Rex. He's pounding around, and he has this package of cheese. It's the piece that you have, like, you have 6 pretzels or 6 breadsticks or something, and you're supposed to dip them in the cheese and eat that. He only has it open to the cheese. He comes across a person, dips the person in the cheese, eats the person, shakes it, and then he opens it and he sees the breadsticks and he's like, oh! It was so funny. He didn't have to eat the human. So that one always gets a kick out of me. And I know I can find the first 2 on YouTube. I don't know if that third one will be on YouTube or not, because I don't actually know if it was an American commercial or if it was a German commercial, because it was played in Germany and they didn't have to talk at all. It was a freaking T-Rex and the person was screaming. 64. If you could spend the day with any celebrity, who would it be? I mean, I've kind of got a lady crush on Sandra Bullock. Like, that woman is just spectacular. But I would freaking love to spend the day with Dylan O'Brien, because Styles Stilinski is one of my favorite characters of all time from Teen Wolf. Like, absolutely love him. And I know he's always very shy in interviews, but he seems like, one-on-one, like with a friend, like he's incredibly amazing and, is a good friend to have. Who else? I mean, going with my favorite character, it'd be pretty awesome to meet James Marsden? Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. Is it James Marsden? Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. James Masters? Dang it. Spike James Marsden. James Marsden. Nope, it's Marsters. Why was the first pop-up James Marsden? That's stupid. James Marsters. Marsters, yeah. Like, when he had that bleach blonde hair and it was gelled back, he looked so sexy. And when how he is now with the like, dirty blonde curly hair, not so sexy, but I mean, as James Marsters, he's still sexy. Who else would be really cool? Yeah, I don't know. I'm blanking, I don't know. 65. What is your favorite breakfast food? Oh man, see, I love breakfast. I love breakfast so much. Pancakes. I love pancakes. Pancakes are so good. 66. Do you like guacamole? Have you ever been in a food fight? That's weird. Do people normally only have food fights with guacamole? How are those questions related otherwise? I don't like guacamole, and I've never been in a food fight, and the only way I would be is if I was wearing clothes that I was planning on throwing away the next day, because if somebody gets like a ketchup stain on my shirt and I can't get it out, let's just say the stains on their carpet might be mistaken for ketchup stains, but probably not. 67. What is your favorite thing to spend money on? I mean, cross-stitch stuff, obviously. I'm always going and spending money on cross-stitch stuff. And lately, I've been buying a lot of yarn, so just needles and threads, stuff like that. Along those lines. I love it all. I also love spending money on food. Well, no, actually, that's a lie. I don't love spending money on food. I hate spending money on food, but I love eating food, so, you know, that's just one of the drawbacks to it. 68. What is the weirdest thing about you? Are you proud of it? Oh, like I'm just weird. I'm really dorky. I mishear things all the time. I misspeak all the time, so it's hilarious. And I wouldn't go so far as to say I'm proud of it, but like I'm also not ashamed of it. Like I embrace it. I make fun of myself all the time for mishearing people and for saying things wrong. Like it's hilarious. I'm a dork. It's all good. 69. Ever been in love with two people at the same time? Do you think that's wrong? I have not personally. I am like very monogamous. Every time I've had a boyfriend, no matter how hot some other guy I see is, I'm not attracted to him. Like I'm just not, because I'm happy with the person I'm with. But I don't think it's wrong to love two people at once. Like I I have no problem with polygamy. I don't care if you want to marry 2, 3, 4, 20 other people. As long as every single person in this relationship is cool with it, that's what counts for me. Like as long as you guys are happy, that's, you know, who cares? It's not my relationship, so it's none of my business. You shouldn't have to worry about how I feel about your relationship. Unless somebody's abusive, in which case, like, no. But that would mean they're not really happy, so that doesn't work then. Never mind. 70. Ever had any relatives in jail? Not that I recall. I don't think so. Glass half full or half empty? Or is the glass just malformed? Never thought about malformed. You know what? There is still like water in your cup or glass, or you know, there's a liquid in the glass still. You can still drink some more. That is the bright side, because it's not empty. It's not half full, half empty. It still has something in there, so you can still finish your drink. And when it's gone, go get you some more. 72. Mountains or the beach? View or the TV? I'm going to go with the mountains, just because like there's going to be snow and stuff. And when you think beach, you think of, you know, a bunch of sun, and that just does not agree with my skin. I mean, yeah, you get a lot of sun on the mountains as well, but because you will be at a higher elevation and it'll be colder, you'll be wearing more clothes, so you'll be covered up more, so you won't get a sunburn over your entire body the way you would at a beach. Assuming that the beach is a nude beach, because I just said your entire body. And then view or the TV. Personally, I don't care about living in a place with a view. It has no effect on me. Like right now, the view from my window, the one that's always past the cross stitches I do, is of the building right next door. Like that is the view I get from my window, and I don't care. I'm the only one in the house with a, you know, a crappy, in quotes, view like that, and it doesn't bother me. I don't care. Like, if I want to go see a nice view, I will go outside and I will go get a good view. I don't need to just walk up to my window to get a view. I don't care. Like, I love taking pictures, but if I have a good view, every single time, like there's a sunrise or a sunset, I'm gonna be taking a bunch of pictures, and that's gonna eat up a lot of my time eventually. 73. Plane, train, or car? Boat, subway, or teleportation device? See, there I go. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so they spelled plane Plain instead of Plane. So I'm going to pretend they spelled it Ane. Plane, train, or car? Car, personally, just because I have one and it's way more convenient. Also, I don't have to spend nearly as much money on it as I do on a plane. And then trains here in the US, not really up to snuff like in Japan. The Japanese trains, those are amazing. So those three were together. And then boat, subway, or teleportation device. Who would not pick teleportation device? Like, that would be amazing. Unless the fly happened to me, in which case no. And then I would pick the subway. Usually, sometimes boats don't bother me too much. But if they start rocking, oh, I'll get seasick. Not good. 74. If you could retire tomorrow, what would you do? I would just do this for the rest of my life. I would love to cross Stitch 4 forever and ever and ever. 75. Ever sold/donated your blood? If you haven't, do you want to? I have not, and it's just because in the past, I don't know if it's true or not, or if I just, or like what, I don't know. But I was told that, because I'd been out of the country so much and, within a certain amount of time, I wasn't allowed to. And so I've always been like, well, fine, whatever, you don't want my blood, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I get it, because you never know what people are carrying, you never know. But, usually that's the kind of stuff, like you screen for, and you're like, oh, hey, this blood is infected, we can't give it out. At least I really hope they check it, because otherwise that's not good. That's how people get sick, man. Like, oi. 76. Crowds, small groups, or go away, I'm a loner. It depends on the day. Like, usually, I actually prefer one-on-one more than anything. Because, you get to learn so much more about a person when you are the only one there speaking to them. Even in a small group, if more than one person is talking, you have to choose who to listen to. Or you don't listen to either one, because if you try to listen to both, you're not going to get the whole story out of both of them. So, yeah. But if I had to choose between a crowd and a small group, I would choose a small group, because it's more personable. And, I like to listen. I love learning about people. And yeah, a lot of people are always surprised when I remember things that they've told me before, and it's like, yeah, because I listen. More people should try that. 77. Name the most terrifying moment of your life so far. Have you recovered from it? Most terrifying. Probably when I was in 7th grade, I was in the bathtub, and I started having an asthma attack. And that's when I started showering. To this day, I still prefer showers, but I can take a bath now. I don't make them nearly as hot as I did then, because that rising heat, that steam, that's what kills me. Alright, so there is the skull. You can see, there we go. I think it came out really well. I'm happy with it. He looks cool. I mean, he's not super cute like this Jack, but I mean, it's a skull. It should not be as cute as Jack, or at least Chibi Jack, or whatever you want to call it. So, next one. I don't go and drop everything. Oh my goodness. Is the Pirates of the Caribbean logo. So, I may or may not film it, I don't know, but what I'm planning on doing is cutting off a piece of this, and, the size I need it for the hoop, and actually just, making out the stitches of what I think it's going to be at least, and see if it'll fit, because if it won't, this one ain't gonna happen, I guess. Or there's gonna have to be, like, another way to do it. I mean, I could do back stitches, but be very simple. I don't know if that would work. I don't know if it'd still look okay, I mean, there are a lot of different alphabets to backstitch with. So if I can get one that looks like stylized enough, I'll do that. But I want to try and do this one just because there was an actual pattern for it. So we'll see. Wish me luck. I was going to try and salute, but I mean, I'm using my left hand, and then I'm also using this big thing that I'm going to scratch my forehead with. Oh, that felt better. Okay. But yeah, it was so bad. I was just soaping off, getting shampoo out of my hair, and it just hit me. And, I couldn't breathe. And, I was covered in soap and shampoo. And I was like, if I get out now and put a towel on myself, the towel's going to get covered in soap and stuff, so it's going to have to be washed. And the only way I'm going to be able to get it off is in the water anyways.
So, I mean, I was rushing to get all the soap out of my hair. Thankfully, back then, my hair was only about to my shoulders, so that was pretty easy. And I had to get all the soap off the rest of my body. That was harder because, like, bathtubs freaking suck. Sorry, I don't really take baths. No, I don't like them. You're just swimming around in your own milk. It's disgusting. But and eventually I got out, wrapped a towel around myself, and that was during the time when my asthma was really bad. That I was pretty much using an inhaler more than once every half hour, which is very, very, very bad. You're supposed to, if you take 2 puffs, you're supposed to be able to go like 4 hours without having to do it again. So having to use it more than once, 2 puffs is one use of it. That it within the same half hour, that's very, 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 very bad. And eventually I was able to calm down and breathe. I mean, at this point I was shivering, like not necessarily because I was cold, but because I was like freaking out. And eventually I realized that I had gotten water all over the bathroom floor. I was, rolling around basically in the tub trying to get all the soap off of me, and it just gushed right on over. And I think I ended up just staying in that bathroom and cleaning it up because I was so embarrassed, and I didn't want to have to tell my parents, oh hey, I had an asthma attack in the bathtub. Like, no, no, you don't tell your parents that. They're gonna freak out and be worried, and then the next time you go to clean yourself off, they're gonna be worried. So I don't know if at this point they even know that it ever happened. I mean, if I did a horrible job of cleaning it up, they know I made a mess. But yes, I have recovered from it. I've learned from it. I do not take hot baths because that steam will cause my asthma to react. It may not be as bad as it was back then, but it'll, any kind of reaction isn't really a good thing. 78. What famous person do people tell you that you most resemble? I'm completely blanking here. I have no idea. None of them, I guess. Honestly, I'm cool with looking like myself. I like looking like my mommy. I'm good. 79. What is the strangest thing you have ever eaten? Wasn't this a question I already answered? And it was when I was at nature camp, we had to like cook leaves and bugs and stuff, and we ate those. Like, that was pretty weird. It was pretty strange. 80. If you could bring any person back to life, who would it be? Honestly, right now with where we are, I'd like to bring Martin Luther King back. Like, he was such an amazing guy, and he was able to bring so many people together, and it was done peacefully too. Like, Malcolm X he was okay with violence and stuff, and that is definitely not what we need right now. So bringing back Martin Luther King, who was all about, peace, that would be perfect right now. It would be perfect, because yeah, I don't know if I was supposed to pick somebody like personal for me, but I think he would be able to create some change. I think that would be helpful. 81. Do you believe honesty is the best policy? For like 95% of scenarios, yes. I think the only time you should lie is if it's a white lie that is completely irrelevant. Like, no one will ever find out it was a lie. Like, if you're just having a crappy day, like you just got really bad news, and you're not comfortable, you're not ready to tell anybody about it yet, and a friend calls and is like, hey, do you want to come over? And you say, like, sorry, I'm not feeling well, my stomach really hurts. They're not going to care that you lied later on. Maybe they'll feel bad that you didn't tell them, oh, hey, I lost someone, but they're not going to be mad at you, so it doesn't matter. Or, you may never tell them. That's fine. It's up to you who finds out. But, it's basically the same idea. You're not feeling up to it right now. You don't want to. But yeah, for the most part, just tell the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts, but sometimes you got to hear the truth. 82. What dead person would you least want to be haunted by? Ooh. Like, I initially thought Hitler, but like, I would go around all day and like make really good friends with every single person he despises. So then basically I would be haunting him. So that'd be pretty sweet. Okay, it wouldn't be sweet, but like I would be his living hell, all right? That's how it would roll. Um Least want to be haunted by. So I don't know. What dead person would I not want to be haunted by? Uh Probably Robin Williams. Like his movie performance, beautiful, always child friendly. His personal comedy was so raunchy and disgusting. Like usually like I can deal with dirty jokes and I can laugh at them. I can tell them. But he was disgusting. Like that was just ew. I watched like the first 10 minutes of one and I turned it off because I was like, he's not funny. He's just disgusting. Like, ew, ew, ew. Also, he was an old guy, so it was like extra ew. It was like pervy. Ew. 83. Who would you most like to be stuck in an elevator with? I don't know, Ryan Gosling. Like, he is gorgeous. Oof. Like, have you guys seen Crazy Stupid Love? That is one of my favorite movies, and I just, oof. Man, I loved Patrick Swayze. So when they did the Dirty Dancing lift, I was like, oh, jaw drop, that is amazing. He is gorgeous. Want. 84. Who would you least like to be? I don't know. Anybody who's a bigot. Like, I would not want to be part of the, oh, what is that stupid church called? The one that goes and protests at military funerals and at like gay weddings. Oh my God, what are they called? I swear to God, the last time I was trying to recall this church or this group or whatever, somebody was like Mormons, and if any of you say that, no, okay? My parents are Mormon. It is not Mormons. Oh my God, like, oh my Lord. God, like everybody freaking hates them. What is the most hateful church? I wonder if that will bring it up. Oh my God, what are they called? The Westboro Baptist Church. Them. They are horrible. Oh my gosh, the very first two links are the Westboro Baptist Church. And I literally typed in, word for word, what is the most hateful church? I can't, oh my God. Their website, I won't even read it because it's a word that makes me uncomfortable. It's God hates, and then an F word referring to someone who's not straight. I hate that word. I am so uncomfortable with that word. Anytime somebody uses it, I'm just like, really? Really? Like, unless you're referring to a cigarette, you are a piece of crap. Go away. Like, just no. So, I am very pro everybody. I don't care what your sexuality is. I don't care who you're attracted to. Like, whatever. As long as it's consenting people, that is literally the only thing I care about. Literally the only thing. If you're consenting and you're happy, that's what counts. And they are all about hating everybody who isn't, what they expect you to be, and that disgusts me. If I was like reincarnated as one of them or something, I am against suicide, but I would rather kill myself than be one of them because I just no. People kill themselves over, the hateful kind of crap that they do. And I'd never be able to forgive myself. I wouldn't be able to. Oh my God. 85. What do you think Victoria's secret is? That she doesn't have one. She just wants you to think she has one, so she seems mysterious. So you ask questions. And then you research her, and then they get more publicity. Boom! I have no idea, you guys. I don't care. They're too expensive. Alrighty, so there is the Pirates of the Caribbean name. I wanted to do something else, but in order to get everything to fit, I had to use a really small count. So I don't know if I could have put it maybe something small, but everything I was looking up would have been too big. It wouldn't have fit. So, but I mean, I used metallic thread for this, okay? Like metallic thread. Y'all know how difficult this stuff is to work with, so just saying. Yeah. Gotta put the 3 of them on. I didn't get them even, but that's okay. There they are. They're just, you know, whoosh. Like if I yeah. I'm happy with how they came out. I wish I'd used a smaller count on this one to make the words fit better, but you know, take what you can get. I'm really happy with how the skull came out. That one was the best. I really like how he came out, except for the words. And I actually really like this one. It's simple, but I got it as close to the actual logo, or whatever you want to call it, that they have on the movies as possible. So, you know, I tried. I have no idea how long this has been, so let me go check. Is that right? It took Lizzie 4 hours and 50 minutes? Yeah? So I really am averaging like around an hour and 40 minutes per each one? Wow! Thank you for telling everyone for me, Tess. You're so sweet. You get so close to that camera. No one can see your cuteness, all of it. You can only see it in bits and pieces when you get that close. Yeah, her and Stitch switched off between who wanted to be in the room with me. And there were a couple times when they were both in here, so that was really cute. And now all you can see is Tessa's butt. Yeah, it's a cute butt, I'll admit, but I don't know if they're here for that, Pro. It's already 9:58 p.m., so I'm going to be leaving the narration for another day. I already got somebody to send me 3 more requests. One of them is of Stitch from Lilo and Stitch smiling, and all of the ones of him smiling that I can find are like massive. Like I wouldn't be able to get them done in an hour and 40 minutes, and then it wouldn't be worth only $5. And oh, and a quote with I don't know music symbols, but basically to have them in a way that makes it look like a heart. So like totally can do that. And the other one was private. I'm not going to share that with anybody. I apologize, but it is not mine to share. Hello. Meow. If someone wants something to be private, it will be private. Like, yeah, that's how it's gonna be. It's none of y'all's business. But he did request that I make them into magnets rather than pins. So we'll have to see how much money I cannot spend on getting magnets. Because if it's a lot of money, I don't know. Like, I'm not getting any profits from this. Like, I don't know. Like, the best I'll get is if somebody is, like, sharing pictures and they flip it over. And people are like, oh, hey, Lizardly, let's check that out. And then they find me. Yeah, they're all scratched. Oh, wow, that one's a big scratch on it. Oh, that one's actually not too bad. But, yeah. I had fun working on these, so hopefully we get even more and we get a huge profit, because that will be awesome. And, yeah. I'm really tired. Oh, my foot has been killing me all day. Like, with it right now, it doesn't hurt. Let me turn it so. But when my foot, I can't. Right here, like all that whole area right there. When I walk, it hurts so bad to put any pressure on it. Like right now, yeah, putting pressure on it only hurts in certain areas, but
when I walk, I mean, that puts my entire weight on it. That's obviously more than me just doing this to myself. So I've been walking with my left foot normally and my right foot on my tippy toes. So it looks super awkward, but like that's the only way I can walk without it like shooting pains. And I woke up with it like that. So I was like, I don't know. Like if I had like kicked myself in my sleep or something, I would have bruised over by now. Like I bruise very quickly. Unless it's like really, really, really bad, in which case hopefully it'll be bruised over by tomorrow and I'll have a reason why it hurts. Because otherwise, I have no idea what it did. It really hurts. Great test. You gotta meow so they know I'm not talking to myself. Giving your little kisses, you're so sweet. You wanna give me some more kisses? Yeah. Who's the bestest? Furley is. Yes, she is. She's my baby. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's my baby. So, yeah, 4 hours and 50 minutes. That includes all of me talking. So, it's probably a little bit less than that, but I rounded down before, now I'm rounding up, so whatever. Hi, baby. I mean, I'm sure it all basically averages out to an hour and 40 minutes per piece. I'm cool with it. Right, girl? I'm so tired. Alright, so, hopefully I'll get to do more tomorrow. If I don't have any lined up other than the quote, because I don't know about the stitch one, we'll see. But if I only have the quote one, I might do some Magnificent Wizard. But in all honesty, if I only have one to do tomorrow, I'm probably going to work on it. And then I'm going to work on the blanket for my brother. Where is it? Oh, it's behind. It's behind this one. You know, whatever. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Are you going to sleep in here tonight? She sleeps in here most nights now that Stitch is here. I feel so bad. But you know, whatever. It's because she lets me see the most is that she sleeps in here. Okay. I need to just sign off. And as of this moment, I have no plans of adding in another clip at the end. So this will be the end. I got a cat hair on my tongue. Do you want to say anything in the goodbye? No? Okay. Like, subscribe, share, comment. All the jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next video.